Hello everyone, welcome to another episode. In this episode, we're going to talk about another revolution that happened back in 2008. It was one of the GTAs. Well, I think you're going to say that I'm being a little bit unfair because almost all the GTA games were a revolution. GTA 3, for example. It was the first 3D open world video game with GTA genre. Everything was different than GTA 2 and GTA 1. It was 3D and at the same time it had third-person view. But this GTA was the revolution of all the revolutions. Even Metacritic accepts the fact that it was the best GTA. Well, it's not good to say best GTA because we all deep down love all GTAs. But in this case, I want to make a little bit of exception and go ahead and say that GTA 4 was the best and we cannot get another GTA 4 because it is different and it is best in its own way. So I want to go straight to the main topic and start talking about why it was the best. First off, I want to talk about the physics. Well, have you ever heard about the video game that Rockstar Games created? And we all didn't know what was Rockstar thinking. And we were thinking that maybe Rockstar Games is planning on something big back in 2007. But it was something not that big. Well, it was really good. We all loved it. It was table tennis video game. We all loved this video game. I personally enjoyed it. It was so realistic, but it was table tennis. It was not killing people. It was not robbing cars or banks or whatever. It wasn't anything that we could call a little bit serious. It looked like a joke. Well, it was a joke. It was a demo for the physics of GTA 4. So we got to see the physics of GTA 4 in table tennis. A video game that was assumed as a joke. Something that wasn't that serious because Rockstar Games always makes real serious things. Now the same technology has been used for a serious video game. And among the serious GTAs, this one is the most serious one. Like, it has no jokes, no fun things. It's not funny, doesn't want to make you laugh at all. This video game is dark. And even the environment is dark. And some people are saying, why New York is so dark in this video game? It's like it's always afternoon. Or it's always dawn and it's never noon or high noon, nothing else. It's just like it's either night or afternoon or dawn or things like this. It's never high noon. Well, it has a reason. This time they were so damn serious about this thing. So, physics. This time not for table tennis. This time for cars, for driving. Well, cars and driving in this video game are really realistic. So realistic that you might want to consider obeying the rules a little bit so that you won't crash into other cars so much. Especially when knowing the fact that Nico Bellic crashes into the wall, then he flies away. Just goes flying off the windshield, and we all saw that everywhere. In terms of driving mechanism and physics of driving, none of the GTAs can compare to GTA 4. Even GTA 5 is no match for GTA 4 because we all see the comparisons. We all see that we hit a pedestrian and the reactions that they give to that hit is totally different and it's way realistic in GTA 4 that we can say that GTA 5 is no match to it. Even with the slightest amount of hit, the pedestrian shows reaction. And not only in the driving mechanisms and driving physics, in gunshots and gunfire, in gunplay, everything is different. In gunplay, GTA 4 is really realistic and it gives you that feeling that you are in a shootout, shooting your gun. Depending on which part you hit your enemy, it reacts to it. If you shoot your enemy in the foot, the enemy cannot walk straight. If you shoot them in the head, they die instantly and they fall realistically. Everything is so physically realistic and alive. And I think that's enough for a video game to be seen and to be praised and appreciated, because GTA 4 is a true example of realism in physics. Whenever we want to make an example in realism in terms of physics, we say GTA 4. But I don't think only physics is enough reason for a GTA to be the best GTA of them all. To get a meta of 98, which is so high that makes it one of the best video games of history in terms of Metacritic. So here we go talking about the interactions. Interactions were one aspect of Red Dead Redemption 2 that we all make an example of it. We all say that Red Dead Redemption 2 in terms of interactions was the best. But then again, there was a video game 10 years before Red Dead Redemption 2 with really strong interactions with your environment. The interaction of a concrete jungle. In Red Dead Redemption 2, it's a real jungle, it's a literal jungle, but in GTA 4, it's a concrete jungle. You see people making moves, living their lives. Everything feels really alive in this video game. You see one crazy person alongside the dumpster saying bullshit, saying nonsense all the time, shouting it to the people because he's on drugs and doesn't know what he's saying. You see random events on the streets. You see cars crashing to one another. You see people being so poor, trying to collect something from the garbage can. You see it all. These sort of interactions and these sort of concrete jungle ecosystem that we talked about is really entertaining, again, that you can only walk or drive your car in this video game and get entertained. To see all these random events going on, and sometimes you have to react to it. Sometimes you have the freedom to make a choice there. But in a game that was 10 years older than Red Dead Redemption 2, in a video game that was published 10 years sooner than Red Dead Redemption 2, we have to call it a revolutionary. And in terms of interactions, that's not the only case that we have. I have seen people nagging about one aspect of GTA 4. They said, hey, these friends are calling you really randomly, calling you to hang out with them. What's the point of that? But there is a point to that. You have to keep your friends satisfied, because these friends come with benefits. If you keep Roman satisfied, you have a cab that will take you anywhere. If you keep Jacob satisfied, you've got your hands on hardware and guns cheaper than any other gun store. If you keep Brucey satisfied, you have access to his helicopter and his boat. All of these things sometimes in some missions will come real handy. So you have to keep them satisfied. You can make the decision not to keep them satisfied and hang up on them. but you should suffer the consequence of not having their benefits. And at the same time, there are people you don't need to satisfy them because they feel so high and mighty they don't want to hang out with you so much. But they are friends in higher places. You can call that person to call off the police because he has access to this and he can call them off. And in this story, you get to decide if you want to keep this friend in higher place or do something else. And not only this, although the map is so smaller than some other GTAs, it's really smaller than GTA 5. It's even smaller than GTA San Andreas. But there is so much to see and so much to do in this concrete jungle. You can get access to the police system after you steal a police car, and then you can beat the police, but in a really realistic way. You get access to the system and then choose the type of wanted person you want to go after, and you go after that person, knock him off, and get yourself a little bit of money. You're looking for jobs, there you have it. You can call Roman, you can call Jacob, you can call some other of your friends. If you have good interactions with them, you can get access to this benefit that they have to offer to you, and it's jobs. Whenever you're looking for something to do in this video game, you just need to call your friends. Sometimes you can even call your friends in higher places so that they will give you a job. The harder this job gets, the more money you get. And these are all about friends. But at the same time, you can talk to some strangers in the streets. And some of them are real freaks, but they have fun stories to share and interesting missions for you to do. So, believe me, if you play this video game and try to explore this concrete jungle, you will absolutely not get bored. I can promise you that. I can make an oath that this will not happen. Because even if you get too bored and you have done everything in this video game and you have interacted with all human beings out there in that concrete jungle, well, pick yourself a brick or pick up a glass bottle. You can even interact with objects in this video game. That's so goddamn entertaining, isn't it? So, all these interactions will never let you down and you will get entertained. Well, I think with the physics and the interactions, this video game sort of deserves the Metacritic, doesn't it? Well, if you think that it doesn't deserve the 98 meta, well, let's go through another thing. The last shot of this video game, well, it's not the last shot, but one of the best shots of this video game, the best shot of GTA 4 in my opinion, that sort of ended the job, got the job done, and it was over. It was the dark storytelling of this video game. Not in many GTA series, or better yet, not in any of the GTA series, this storytelling is not dark. It has bright sides. It's as usual as a video game can be. Well, the storytelling of the other GTAs is really strong. It has a lot to offer. I myself played GTA San Andreas tons of times. I played GTA 5, 6 or 7 times. But I could only play GTA 4 or 5 times. And it took a lot of time from me. Because this video game has a long story. But this long story haunts you in a way that you cannot get out of it. Being Nico Bellic, a Serbian character. Not American, not Canadian, not Australian or whatever. Not even Italian. Nothing. A Serbian character coming from Eastern Europe to the land of opportunity. He was here for the opportunity to change and let go of his past. But eventually, he sees something in this country. In the land of opportunity, he sees that nothing is like the American dream that Roman, his cousin, was emailing all the time. It's not the American dream that they dreamed of. It was more like American nightmare. And his past followed him to the land of opportunity, and he had to deal with his past because this was the end of the world. Where else are you supposed to run with such a past following you? You have nowhere else to go. If not United States of America, nowhere else. You cannot run away anywhere else from your past. So you have to deal with your past if your past has followed you to United States, the land of opportunities. So that's what Nico does. In a long, dark story. A story that will give you the options, give you the freedom to make decisions, and lets you finish it the way that you like and desire. This is one thing that other GTAs didn't offer. And I think with such a long, dark storytelling that is really different, now this video game deserves to be the best GTA of all time. Well, if you disagree with me, you can leave in the comments that why you disagree, and if you agree with me that this GTA was the best, leave in the comments and share some other reasons with us so that others will know why this GTA deserves such meta and such attention and deserves to be called the best GTA of all time. Well, I guess that's the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. If you want more content like this and more reviews like this, like and subscribe and stay tuned for more. And make sure that you share your ideas with us in the comments so that we will work on our next episodes. I bid you all farewell. Goodbye.